What do you think? Do you think we go into a game without a plan? Of course there's a plan. It's whether you can execute the plan. Yeah, of course. Look, we're talking about professional players. You know, these guys are very, very professional in the way they go about their business. So, you know, it doesn't take a lot of boosting from us because they are always ready. You know, this is a fantastic, fantastic group of players. Yeah, I think if we're honest, that Afghanistan spin attack is the best spin attack in the world. That's just a fact. You know, you've got three guys there that have played a lot of white ball cricket, and that's a lot of white ball cricket all the way around the world. You know, it's a captain's dream. You give one the ball and he does his job, and you give the other one the ball and he does his job. You know, they're a phenomenal, and we said that in the first press conference we had together. Technically, the challenge that they've presented is a huge advantage to us. Because it's going to make us better. And if you can face this level of spin, then you can pretty much face anybody. The other thing about this attack is that they keep coming. There's three of them. No other teams in the world have got three spinners of this quality that keep coming at you all the time. So for our preparation, I think this has been very, very beneficial. You know, to look at that team and say they rank below us, yes, they are. But when you look at the quality of what they present, you know, I think two of those three are top 10 in the world, top 3 in the world. So we are looking at it with a very, very positive outlook. Yeah, I think there's always going to be progress, but under pressure you will always revert to type. These things take time. I understand that you guys want it to happen quickly, but it doesn't happen quickly. That's not the way of the world. You know, when you have people that have played 200 ODIs, they are still learning all the time too. So, you know, it's not going to happen quickly. I think the exciting part of what we have is we've got a young crop of batsmen that are going to play at a very high level for Bangladesh for another 10, 15 years. And that's exciting. I think it's not a question of whether we've struggled to pick them. I think it's a question whether the world struggled to pick them. And where they are ranked in the world will tell you that everybody in the world struggles to pick them. You know, I had Mujib with me at Middlesex, and being the wicketkeeper with wicketkeeper's eyes and standing behind and talking to him, I struggled to pick him from behind. That's why they're so good. You know, could everyone pick Shane Warne? No. Could everyone pick Murith? No. That's why they're the best in the world. That's why every competition in the world puts up so much money for mystery spin. So it's not a question of whether it's the world. The question is, what are we going to do about it, and how's it going to make us better? What do you think? Do you think we go into a game without a plan? Of course there's a plan. It's whether you can execute the plan. Never. A world-class player. Never. I think the last comment you made is the correct comment. 2 matches. We are very quick to forget that we've won a series against England, India, Ireland. Let's not forget what's come. We're judging world-class cricketers on 2 games. Let's make sure when we judge these guys and we pass judgment on them, we judge over a long period of time, not 2 games. I think there's multiple ways of looking at that. I think first that's a question for selectors, not for me. And secondly, again, Afif has played 2 games of cricket. You know, I think if we're going to keep chopping and changing all the time, then players are always going to feel under pressure. You have to show faith in players. So whether that number 7 spot's also going to be hugely dependent on the balance of the team that we put out against different opposition. So it's a game by game thing, but what selectors are thinking at number 7, that's a question for them. So you're talking about outcome. So if you look at any batter in the world and you ask them whether they scored those 6 runs, no batter in the world is going to tell you that he's happy with the outcome. Am I happy with Afif as a batsman? 100%, because he's a quality batter. I don't think there's any. County cricket's probably the closest, and state cricket are probably the closest to international cricket, and still there is a big jump. When you come up to international level, it's not only the standard that jumps, it's execution that jumps. So if you have a little chink in your armour, international bowlers are going to find that. If you as a bowler have a chink, international batters are going to find that. But these things take time. You know, if I took a fish out of the sea, it would eventually learn to walk. So it will adapt. You know, you guys will think about a guy like Makai Ntini, who was a quality international bowler. When he first started, he wasn't very good. But you leave him at that level for a period of time, he will adapt because he has a high ceiling. These guys have all got very, very high ceilings. That's why we show faith in them. So you give those guys time, and I promise you they'll show you faith. If you had to ask me about outcome and batsmen and those numbers, then anybody in the world will tell you that that is not what we're trying to do. But if you ask me why that outcome, I get back to when you're facing that level of spin from ball one, this is what these guys have done for the last 6-7 years to every single batsman in the world because of their level of skill and what they do. It's very, very difficult. But the longer you hang in, the easier it becomes. That is no different to any batting against any attack. So I alluded to it at the beginning. This is a very, very positive thing for our batters and for Bangladesh cricket and for our team for the future. Remember, we have 2 big tournaments coming up. So look at it from a positive point of view.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download TSports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.